Welcome back to easyBkitchen, y'all. My name's Tim Broxton. Thank you for coming back for another episode. Today, you won't be disappointed. We have stuffed veal breast. Veal is a very versatile meat. It's very light. It's considered white to many. It's healthy and very flavorful. It is also accepting of many flavors. Today, we're going to be stuffing our veal with beautiful medium pan sausage, some camembert cheese, some spinach, spices, and of course some fresh chanterelle mushrooms. Stay tuned and watch how we put all this together. Here's a quick view of our ingredients. My trusty cameraman's not able to make it today, so I'm going to give you a rundown of what's in our stuffed veal breast. Our herbs, we have 1 tablespoon tarragon, 1.5 tablespoons of oregano, 2 tablespoons of Italian parsley, 1/2 tablespoon salt, 6 cloves of garlic, 1 shallot, 1/2 tablespoon of white pepper, fresh ground of course, and 1.5 tablespoons of thyme. Our veggies, we have potatoes, purple, sweet, traditional orange, and Iowa or Idaho white potatoes. Okay, spinach, 2 handfuls, organic of course. Our meats are 5 ounces of pan sausage, medium spice preferred, 1 whole veal breast. Our fruit is going to be a Meyer lemon, the sweetest and best. The first thing we're going to do is pound out our veal, and you can see our veal breast here, a beautiful piece of meat. It has the fat on the back side. We've trimmed it down to as thin as we can get it without cutting it all off, because I want some of that on there for flavor. But once we have this all pounded out, it's going to be absolutely tender, thin, and lovely, perfect for stuffing. I can't think of a better time to make veal than when you're upset, you have brouhaha in your life, or you just plain want something good to eat. I have about 3.5 ounces of olive oil, and I've got about 5 cloves of garlic, and I've got a whole piece of shallot, a whole shallot. So I'm going to take those ingredients that I just mentioned and throw them in a bowl. Okay, I'm going to take the aforementioned spices, about 1.5 tablespoons of my thyme, about 1.5 tablespoons of oregano, and about 2 tablespoons of Italian parsley. And I'm going to throw in with that my olive oil, and I'm going to take 1/2 of the Meyer lemon that I mentioned earlier and squeeze that juice out of it, just right through my hands, catching all the seeds that come out. If you've never had a Meyer lemon, you certainly do not know what you were missing. I mean, the first time I had a Meyer lemon, I ate it like it was an orange. It was just unbelievable. It has a sweetness, still has some acid in it, still has that bite to it that a lemon has, but this flavor, this smell is unbelievable. This is just going to be the basis of our stuffing. This is going to make love to the meat while it's in the oven. It is going to impart a flavor that is just heavenly. Okay, what I've got going on here in the pan, sausage, I'm just making sure it's browned. I really don't want to cook it totally through. I just want to get it ramped up a little bit, and I've already thrown the pine nuts in there to have them toast in with this meat to further flavor the meat and to add another layer of depth in our dish, because toasted pine nuts, unbelievable just by themselves. Lovely treat to have around the house, snacks for your guests and whatnot. Okay, we have our beautiful tri-colored potatoes. We're going to take some of our olive oil and just slightly drizzle that all over those potatoes and stick that in a 350 oven. Both of these are going to take about 35 to 40 minutes. Here is our veal breast. We now have all of our ingredients on top of it, and I'm going to show you how to roll it. And believe me, it is full of ingredients. They're going to fall out of the side. Don't worry. It is stuffed veal for a reason. You take the end of it and you hold it kind of like you're rolling a burrito, and you continue to roll it. It would be nice to have olive oil sprayed on the bottom of it. I thought the meat would be at room temperature and have all this fat probably keeping it from sticking to the paper. But now we've got it rolled. And now, in order to secure it, we need some kitchen string. This string is available at high-end kitchen stores or for free if you ask your local butcher. So we're gonna take this string and run it under the bottom of it. And I was watching Bobby Flay the other day. He claimed to be a rancher or something before he got his start cooking in Texas. And I'm gonna try to tie it like he tied it. So we're gonna go make our next loop right under here. Don't worry if some of the things fall out. You can always stuff it back in once you get it tied. Not quite as good as Bobby did it, but it's certainly gonna work. All right, we're gonna take some of the remaining ingredients that have fallen out the side and continue to stuff those back in. This is just gonna make an incredible dish. It's gonna be unbelievable. Continue to watch. Now we got our veal stuffed, and it's gonna go into a 350 oven, and we're gonna check on it in about 40 minutes. That should be all it needs. I'm very excited. We've just taken the veal breast out of the oven, and I've taken the roasting pan and I got all of the excess stuffing that had fallen out. I've reserved just a little bit of oil, and now it's time for our tarragon sauce. It's gonna go on top of this. We're gonna take about 2 tablespoons of shallots, and we're gonna get those coated with the oil, the fat that came off of the veal. And that we're gonna deglaze this pan with some white wine. And we have about half a cup. And then we're gonna take a little light veal stock, about a 1/4 cup, and throw that in. And we're just gonna continue stirring this. The smell is incredible until we get all the yum-yums up off the bottom of the pan. And we're gonna throw in some of our tarragon, reserve a little bit for freshness for later. And once this cooks down, it'll become syrupy. We're gonna take it off, throw on some butter, the remainder of our tarragon, and pour it onto our beautiful roast. Look at this veal breast. It's just come out of the oven. It's absolutely gorgeous. The smell is incredible. We've let it rest for about 10 minutes for all the juices to distribute back into the meat. We take the string and we cut it right here. This is gonna give us our first piece, and we're gonna cut it very carefully with a nice, sharp knife. Don't be afraid to get your hands dirty. We're gonna take that piece and carefully place it right onto the center of this plate. Sans string, of course. Don't want that string in there. There's our stuffing. There's what our meat looks like. It's absolutely beautiful. We'll cut the remainder of the string off. Oh, the smell is incredible. Our presentation plate is right here. We're gonna throw that right in the center. Absolutely beautiful. We garnish always with what we have as ingredients on the interior of the piece. On this plate, we're gonna garnish again with some thyme and some oregano. Take just a little piece on each side, just to make it look pretty. And we have our lovely tarragon sauce here. We're gonna put a spoonful on top of our dish here, like so. A little bit of Italian parsley for additional color. And then we're gonna serve up our tara chip inspired sweet potato and regular potato mixture. Look at the colors, the purple, the orange, the white, just spectacular. Beautiful dish. And it wouldn't be complete without just a little slice of lemon for additional color on either side of the dish. Again, these are Meyer lemons, some of the best, sweetest lemons you can have. Voila. I want a bite of each component of this dish. So I'm gonna take a little veal, a little of that sausage, and look at that camembert cheese. That's quite a large bite, but I'm hungry. Unbelievable explosion of flavors. The lemon, the garlic, the cheese, the textures, unbelievable. Join us next time at easyBkitchen. We'll take you on yet another journey. My name's Tim Broxton. Find me at easyBkitchen.com or on YouTube. We'll see you next time. A quick thanks to my cameraman Drew. He had to come and go, but he did help me finish the video. Thanks, man.